What's up, RX team? It's Maya, and I'm here to take you through day number 1 of our Advanced Light and Shade program. So Evie and myself are going to be taking you through 7 incredible workouts that we have curated on that light and shade focus. So on the light days, we're focusing on light spring tension, incredible flows, challenging coordination, balance, stability, and pushing your muscular endurance to the end point. And on those days of shade, we're taking more foundational movements and really upping the level by increasing our spring tension, increasing that load, building your power beyond where it has been before, and again, pushing your endurance. So I'm going to get kicked off with 30 minutes. Day number 1, we're on a green spring. So today is a light day and there's lots of fun flows to get stuck into. So we've got foot bar in position number 6. So it's just behind your carriage, locked in position. We're going to be moving it slightly later on, and your shoulder pads and loops are out of your carriage, neatly tucked away beside the leg exerciser at the back end. Okay, 1 green spring. We're going to be nice and get started with a cat-cow reverse facing the back. So straddle your carriage for me, shuffle your feet back towards your platform, just that green spring, hands to the handles, and let's press the carriage away. Dropping that chest down towards the spine, towards your thighs. Let's just take a breath in here, trying to lengthen out your legs, hips in line with heels. Lift your gaze slightly, looking towards that carriage. Take your breath in. And then as we exhale, draw the chin to the chest, round your spine, and just start to let that carriage draw in. And again, push away, breathing in, lengthening your spine, extending slightly through that spine. Lift your gaze, look ahead. Exhale to pull it in. So this is a really gentle way to ease us in to this program. Just start to think about moving your spine, letting that light green spring allow you that range of motion and range of movement that we are after today, trying to challenge the range, challenge some areas of flexibility, and definitely focusing on that strength. You can't have one without the other, so we're working through that little bit of a combination. Let's go for 2 more. Breath out to pull in, trying to get those legs slightly straighter. We're going to be working on those hamstrings throughout. Breathing in, sink the chest. Final one. Pull your chin all the way in. Pull the carriage all the way in. Guys, bring the carriage to the stopper and gently hop off to either side. We're going to start to come into our first working set, which is our reverse lunge. So I want you to stand on your platform. We're facing the back. We're staying on that green. And we're going to start off with our left foot onto the carriage and our right toes high on the platform. Your heel is lifted, hands to hips, first few reps. Let's bend the left knee. Right leg stays straight as we hinge the body over the left thigh. Exhale to stand up. So you're pushing through that left foot, dragging the carriage in. Breathing in, bend the left knee over the foot, over the ankle, lengthened out through that right leg. Pull it in. Okay, arms are going to reach past the ears as we lunge, lengthening over that thigh, and then exhale to pull it in. Okay, now you're advanced. This is designed for our advanced members, so let's think about that form from the get-go. The right hip bone wraps forward. You want those hips to be square as we move throughout this lunge flow. You want to think about loading your front leg and starting to make your back foot lighter. It's obviously there for support, but you're always thinking and encouraging your body weight into that left foot, pushing through the big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. These are wobbly, of course. We're on our lightest spring tension, so it's all about stability, control, using those little small muscles around your ankle, knee, hips, using your deep tummy muscles, lifting up through your pelvic floor and starting to just get that full body moving in one piece. Okay, hold this next one down. We're starting to layer. Scooter the right knee in, close the carriage, elbows to ribs. Lengthen the right leg out, push out, hold that lunge and stand. So there's 1 scooter at the bottom of the lunge, just 1. Bending the right knee in, elbows to ribs. Can we shut the bed? Full range of motion. Exhale to push away. Arms reach. Right leg straight. and we stand. Let's go for a few more. So we're supersetting that left glute. We're starting it off on this lovely little lunge flow. We're making sure that even though we're keen to think about depth and range, we're never sinking down too low that we're entering that dead zone in your left hip socket where you're just resting. You don't want to hang out in your joint. You want to be lifted up out of it to make sure that you're hitting those muscles around your hip flexor, around your quad, around your glute in order to get the most out of this. We've got one more just like that. Inhale, reach it away. Pull the knee in slowly with the elbows. Push the arms out with the back leg and stand. Now you know what's coming. This next one, we lunge and we hold. We're going to stay at the bottom. We're going to start to scooter in and out. Now let's make this slow. We don't want to get carried away on that light spring. We're always about time under tension. Drawing the belly in like you've got a little corset wrapping around your ribs just gently. And you're being aware that your shoulder blades are back. Your upper body is active, and we're using that left leg to hold all of our body weight. Start to feel that little bit of a burn. You've got final two. Let's stay with it. Transitioning hands to foot bar after our next one. We're going to hold the lunge. We're going to do a little pulse down through that left thigh, up an inch for 3. Transition coming up in 2, hold it down on the 1. Hands come to the foot bar, heel of the palm is on top and reaching over the far side. We keep that left leg bent and still we kick that right leg up off the platform. Magically, you've got that left knee still bent, the arms are under tension, your lats are engaged, and we're going to pull the shoulders above the foot bar as we pull that right knee into the chest. We lengthen the right leg out as we let that carriage go towards the stopper, but not fully shut. Shoulders pull over the wrists, knee to chest. Lengthen the right leg away as you hinge your shoulders back. Keep the left leg bent, soft, the whole time. It's pretty long, pretty straight, but there's always a bend in the knee. You're keeping your left hip bone above your left heel, and we're starting to feel that burn that we are after. Now, I'm being sneaky. My right hip bone is starting to open out to the right. As my leg extends back, I want to have a little check that my right hip bone is facing down to the carriage beneath me. Can we go for 3 more? Whoo, yes we can. Pulling the heel of the palm back, engaging those shoulder blades down your back, lengthening that spine from head to tail. Give me 2 more. Shoulders strong. Focus on that left leg loading. Last one. Okay, we're going to open that carriage, or release that carriage rather, halfway back. The right leg is long behind you. Keep your standing leg bent. We're going to tap the right toes to the left side, outer edge of the carriage, towards that handle to the left side of your right foot. Then we sweep the right leg up to the ceiling, squeeze the bum. Tap the outside left edge of the carriage, lift the leg. Now the carriage doesn't move, the shoulders are behind the wrists, the left leg is burning, and we can feel that fatigue starting to kick in. You've got 3 of these slow sweeps. Right leg, think about height, thinking about opening that right hip bone slightly now as we extend that right leg up. Final 2. Can we get a little higher? Reach the right leg, hold it up. Give me a little pulse. I am shaking for 3. Lift that right leg up, find that calm, find that stillness for 2. Hold the right leg high and set the right foot on the bed. Let your carriage go towards home and take a little bit of a forward stretch. We're going to call this our elephant. We're going to revisit it later. Take a breath and then take a breath out. Okay, I'm going to wipe my sweaty hands, give them a little bit of a dry. I'm going to bring my shoulders above my wrists as I come onto my tippy toes and let the carriage go a little closer to home. I'm in a plank. Shoulders on top of the foot bar, on top of the wrists, ribs are drawn in, and I'm high on my heels. Toes are towards that platform on the bed. Okay, little flat back pull-ins. We're going to bend the knees in. Ooh, we're going to inhale, lengthen away. Now think about a slight pike of the hips as we bend the knees in. So it's not a straight leg, but it's also not a let the knees fall, let the hips fall. It's about keeping that height. And if you need to reset, You wiggle it out, you adjust the grip, you roll forward, you shift the shoulders over the far side of the bar, and you go again. Make sure those shoulders are taking that load and you're helping that core. Okay, we're going to start to pull the knees towards that right wrist as we lift the hips, twist on the toes, engage the left obliques. Lengthen away, find center, knees to left wrist. Lift the hips. Inhale, release to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Obliques are working. Core is very much on all round. Deep layers and those more superficial layers. And we can feel those shoulders starting to burn. You've got final 4. Little bit of an intermission, breaking up that leg work, firing up through that abdominal focus, firing up through those internal, external obliques. Last one. Back to center, hold that plank. Pull your knees in through center for 3. Draw the belly up 2, and release. Let the carriage close. Ooh, take a little bit of a downward dog here. The bed is shut. The heels are down. The chest is dropping. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's see how quickly we can recover between these exercises. Okay, guys, we're going to hop off to either side of the bed. We're going to pop that foot pedal down, tilt your foot bar back, and leave it in the gliding position. Okay, we're now going to bring the foot bar just slightly closer towards the back step. I'm going to stand on the spine. I'm going to bring my hands to the top step, bring my left foot to the bottom step, and just very carefully, gently, with untucked toes, the right toes hook around the top of the bar. Now, the right foot, the back foot, is so light that it's barely got any weight in it at all. Now, we're going to bend through the left knee. We're going to bring the hands on the hips, and we're just going to lengthen the right leg out behind us. The toes are untucked. I find that works better. If you want to tuck the toes, go for it. We're just going to scooter the right knee in, all the way in towards the left knee, and then we press away slowly. The challenge here is trying to see if we can keep 99% of our body weight in that left leg. Bent through the left leg. We're maybe going to bring those hands into prayer, and we're going to press those hands together. The shoulder blades pull back and down. The right hip is wrapping forward, and we find the calm in this little bit of a very, very light flow as we focus on stability and control. Okay, next time the knee pulls in, we rotate over the left thigh, find that little twist, find the wobbles. We come back to center, we lengthen the right leg out. We pull the right knee in, we hold it, rotate over the left thigh, back to center, right leg lengthens. Whoo, okay, make sure those hips are square. This is a little short blast through that left leg. We've already done that flowy lunge on the left leg, so this one's going to burn more than our next one. Final time. Okay, let's pull the right knee in, hands to prayer, twist over the left thigh, center. Yes, we can. Twist over the left thigh and center. Final time. Twist, hold for 3, get lower for 2. On the 1, hands to top step, straighten out that left leg, give it a breath. Okay, now this is a hard, challenging transition. I want you to be really careful on this one. I want you to pull the foot bar in quite close to your body. The hands are planted down on the top step, and I'm going to keep my right toes untucked, but pulling that foot bar in, I bring my left toes on top of the foot bar. The right toes tuck, and they join. Take your time. It is scary. It is high. It is very light. We start to lengthen the legs out. Find that high plank. Ooh, the voice is shaking already. Now we bend the knees, pull them underneath you, crouching position, and we lengthen away. Promise we're not here for long. Exhale to pull it in. Inhale to push away. Now this is advanced, but I don't want you to forget your foundation, forget your basics. Shoulders are strong on top of those wrists. That breath is the key. I forget to breathe too in these times of challenge. It's hard. You always want to take a breather. You want to stop. If you need to, find the plank, hold the plank. Now, final 3, maybe we pike. Ooh, look in between the legs. Heels are high. Inhale, find your plank. And again. Exhale to pike it up. I think we've got 2 more in us. Whoo! Exhale, bring it in. Look in between those legs. Heels are high. Lift out of those shoulders. Lengthen that neck. Last one. Lift that pike up. Hold it up for 3. Heels higher. 2. Lengthen to your plank. Squeeze those glutes. 3, 2. Right foot steps down on the step. Stay with me. Smooth transitions. You're on your fingertips on that top step. Pull the foot bar in with the left. Untuck the left toes on top of the foot bar. We're magically in our scooter. Hands come to hips, all the way through the right leg. We lengthen the left leg out, and we pull that left knee in, all the way until it joins. It's beside the right knee. Lengthen out, and pull it in. Ooh, okay. Shoulder blades come back. Ribs are gently drawing in, and I'm focusing all of my energy, all of my body weight through that right leg. I'm going to bring my hands to prayer. Next time I bring that left knee in, I'm going to hold it in. I'm going to rotate my chest over that right thigh, come back to center, feel the wobbles, lengthen the left leg away. And again, pull the left knee in, hold it in. Rotate my arms, my chest, the little prayer to the right, back to center, lengthen the left leg away. Let's see 2 more. Keep those hips square for me. Again, don't forget your foundation. Don't forget your basics. When we start to add the challenge factor, when we start to even increase the load in those heavy days, we need to be able to come back to our base of support that you have built before now. Final one, pull the left knee in. We rotate, we come to center. Let's stay low. We rotate, come to center. Keep the left knee in. Final one, twist and hold. Get lower in that right leg for 3, 2, hands down. Right leg straightens. Guys, bring your left foot to meet your right. Step onto the spine. Give your legs a little bend. And then very safely, gently, step off to either side. Whoo! That little section, that little intermission, done. We're going to bring that foot bar, pop the pedal down, upright, and we're going to lock it back in 6th, just beyond that carriage. Make sure it's firmly locked in. Wipe the hands. And then, guys, it's elephant time. This is lovely. We're going to pull the carriage into the stopper, pop that blue spring down, remove the green spring, and this is all about length, all about flexibility, bit of a breath in the middle here. Okay, just one blue. I want you to bring your hands on the foot bar firmly. I want you to bring your feet on the carriage. And then, guys, bring your feet towards the back half, the back third. If you're taller, all the way towards the back edge with your heels. Toes are pointing forward. And again, just like in that lunge flow, we did those lat pulls. We want to think the same here. This time, the heels stay down. We're going to pull the feet underneath us slightly. The carriage is open. We're locking into those legs, feeling the hamstrings lengthen, and we're keeping the arms straight. Now, I want you to drop your hips low into a bottom squat, as low as they can go, so your butt cheeks are towards your heels. Open your chest up, open your collarbones, look forward. Okay. Then we're going to pull our elbows past the thighs, tap the knees to the foot bar. As the arms lengthen, we hold them straight. Then without a lot of movement in the carriage, we lift the hips, we extend the legs, and push those hips back behind the heels. Wiggle the feet back an inch or forward an inch until you get that bite point where your hamstrings get the most joy, the most intense version of this stretch. Okay, drop the hips down, bottom squat, keep your arms straight, pull your collarbones back. We pull the elbows past the thighs, tap onto that foot bar. Inhale to lengthen the arms, hold the arms straight. Lift your hips as you extend your legs and look in between the legs. Okay, one more just like that. Hips down into a bottom squat. Feel that length, feel that compression now that we're in that squat. Collarbones open, look ahead. Really slow, it's very light, it's all about control. Then we lengthen the arms out. Okay, this time we add in our elephant trunk. So the hips are gonna lift, the legs are straight. Remember that lat pull? We're gonna do it here. Now keeping the legs locked out, pushing the back of the knees towards that screen behind us. Back is flat, and we drag our shoulders above the wrists. Ooh, feel the length. Inhale, let the carriage return a little. We drop the hips in the bottom squat, the shoulder blades pull back. We pull in to tap that foot bar and we combo. Arms lengthen, hips lift, legs extend. Where's that elephant trunk? Pull your shoulders above the foot bar. Hold it. Inhale, lengthen away. Once the arms are straight, chest is down, drop the hips, hold. Collarbones wide, tap the foot bar with the knees, lengthen the arms, hips up, head down. Find that trunk, pull the shoulders over the wrists, engage through the lats. Lengthen away, never letting the carriage close, dropping the heels towards the hips, towards the heels, chest open, look forward, pull in, lengthen the arms out, hips lift, legs lengthen. We've got one more round. Elephant trunk, pull your shoulders over the wrists. Inhale to lengthen, lowering the hips, opening the chest, pull all the way in, knees tap the foot bar. Let's stay there. Pull your shoulder blades back, lift your chest up, grow taller through that spine. Take a big breath in. Enjoy this moment of release. Big breath out. Now let the arms straighten, let your hips lift up, hold that stretch, letting the legs fully extend. Maybe the heels push back an inch, you feel even more intensity through the hamstrings. Maybe you need to pull the heels forward an inch to find that. And then slowly, gently, guys, let the carriage go all the way to the stopper. Set the knees down gently and give your shoulders and wrists a little wiggle, okay? And if you're like me, wipe the sweat. Okay, now we've got one more exercise in this section, focusing on flexibility, focusing on core strength, and definitely those hamstrings. So pull the carriage into the stopper. We go onto one red spring, and we remove the blue. This one's a fun one. So this is our flamingo. We're going to lie, just one red. We're going to lie on our back. We've got our head on the headrest, imagining those shoulder pads are in, shoulders are around that area. And we're just going to hold the outer top edges of the foot bar. Now, we're not around the top corner. We're just beneath that, but the hands are nice and high. Wrapping around, thumbs with fingers. Now, pull your right leg into tabletop, pull your left leg into tabletop, squeeze your knees together. This is some basic core stability. I want you to feel your belly draw in, and I want you to feel it hold there, like you've got a corset just gently cinching around your waist. Okay, all we're going to do to begin is pull up with the elbows, elbows towards ribs. You've got your head well through that foot bar, and then you slowly lengthen those arms out. And again, keeping the chin drawn to your chest, elbows towards ribs. Feel your shoulder blades draw back and down. Feel that awareness through your upper back. Feel that stillness through your lower back. Exhale to pull it up. Inhale to lengthen. Let's just go for two more. Squeezing those knees together. Inner thighs engaging, lifting through the pelvic floor, that base of your core, and starting to just find that nice steady rhythm. Last one like this. Exhale, elbows to ribs. We hold it. Feel a little shake. And then lengthen the arms. Now the arms are going to have a micro bend. There's a little bit of tension there. We're going to keep the bed as still as we can. Straighten the legs up to the ceiling and go for some reverse crunches. So just a little lift. We're going to bring the legs over the body slightly. We're going to lift the tailbone, lift the hips, and then slowly roll down through the middle, through the lower back. And maybe we can lower the legs somewhere towards that screen, maybe a 45-degree angle, keeping that lower back heavy. The legs come over the body slightly. We lift the hips using your lower abs to do it. We roll down with control, slowly use that exhale, and the legs lower on the 45. We've got two more. Legs up to parallel, over the body, lift the lower, lift the middle, legs to ceiling, melt the spine down, and lower the legs. Now is where the fun begins. Arms are going to lengthen out. We're going to bring the toes to try to tap the top of the foot bar. This is where the fun begins. Now, opening that carriage an extra inch if we need to, we try to hook our right toes under the foot bar and our left toes under the foot bar. Now, this is a really, really cool one. Now, you want to think about pushing the back of those knees up to the ceiling and locking into those legs. Feel the length. through those hamstrings. Toes hooked around the bottom of that foot bar, arms pretty much straight. We're going to unhook the right leg and we're going to point the toes down towards that screen, trying to lower that right leg as we keep our hips square and get that length in the hamstring, left hamstring. Now bring the right leg back to hook slowly under the foot bar. Now you focus on the right leg staying straight as we unhook the left and try to lower the left toes towards that screen. Oh, hello, right hamstring. Slowly the left leg comes back. We re-hook the toes under. We're staying in that lovely steadiness through the upper and mid back. We're untucking the right toes. We're pointing them. We're locking out this left leg, feeling the back of that left hamstring, bringing the right toes somewhere towards that platform, towards that screen. Exhale, bring the leg up. Really encourage to lock out and straighten those legs. Final one. Left leg lowers. Feel that right hamstring. Bring the left leg back. Hook around. You're going to hook that left foot on top of the foot bar. The right foot now unhooks on top of the foot bar. We reach the legs to the ceiling. We melt through the spine. Find the carriage. Now lower the legs on a 45-degree angle. Pull your elbows into your waist. Head is under the foot bar. Can we lower the legs an extra inch for 3? Feel that tummy shake. Feel that upper body shake for 2. Lower back is heavy. Ribs are in. Lower 1 more inch. Pull the knees to the chest. Lengthen the arms. Carriage closes. Hug the knees. Pull in tight. And let's come all the way up. Final little bit of fun. Come all the way up, guys. We're going to go 1 green spring. Carriage comes into the stopper, green goes down, red comes up. It is lunge time. Okay, so we're going to hop up on the platform. We're facing the back. This time, right foot steps forward, left toes on the platform. Your left heel is high, and those hands are on the hips for the first few. Hips are square, bend the right knee, lean forward or hinge forward. Ribs stay drawn in. Pushing through that right foot, we stand. Okay, we know this. We've done many a reverse lunge before. We could say we're even somewhat comfortable here. So let's start to add our arms by reaching through the crown of the head as we lunge. Looking towards the top of that carriage ahead of us as you come to the base of the lunge, looking forward as we stand. Left hip is wrapping forward. We're square through those hips, through the body, and we're drawing that belly in away from that space in front of us. Okay, you know what's coming? We hold it down. We add our scooter. The left knee bends. I make it slow. The elbows come all the way in. We fully shut the bed, and then we lengthen out, keeping tension through that right leg. Then we stand all the way up. So you do 1 scooter at the bottom of that lunge. I want you to think about control. This is a simple movement compared to some of the other stuff we've been doing, but you really want to get as much out of it as you can. This is where you can really start to feel that right glute load and get that build of the burn. You've already done that reverse back step scooter with the moving foot bar on this right side. So you're going to feel it that little bit quicker. We've lengthened the hamstrings. We're going to be able to activate that right hamstring that little bit better as well. And we want to see if we can keep as stable and as balanced as we can. Okay. 1 more combo, and then we'll take it into those scooters. Breathing in to come down. Pull the knee in, elbows into your waist, give it a hold. Lengthen away, arms reach, leg extends, stand. Okay. Check this left hip bone is not opening to the left. This is our last one. We hold it down. We're going to start to scooter in, shutting the bed all the way. We lengthen out. Let's just go for another 3. In, all the way. Now, I'm not so low that I'm stuck in my right hip bone. I'm not in that dead zone. I'm lifted out of the socket. I'm using my right glute. I can feel my hamstring. I can feel my quads while we go for our final one. We're going to lengthen the arms, lengthen the left leg, We're going to hold it down and we're going to pulse through that right thigh. Push through that foot for 3. Left hip forward 2. On the 1, hold it. The hands transition to the foot bar like they did before. We push through the right foot and we kick that left leg up. Okay, you've now got tension through your lats, your shoulders. The right knee is bent. We're going to pull our shoulders over the foot bar, left knee into the chest. We're going to lengthen shoulders behind the foot bar as the left leg extends. And again, left knee into chest, shoulders over foot bar. Left leg lengthens, shoulders behind foot bar. Okay, I want you to keep this right knee soft. Don't let it lock out. Mine was locked out there. And I want you to use your right glute rather than just locking in your joints and staying and hanging out there. Last push of class. We have got 3. Can we keep the shoulders strong? The back is lengthening like I'm pulling the crown of your head away from your tailbone. You've got final 1. We're going to pull in for the last time. Now, I want you to open the carriage halfway back, shoulders just behind wrists. Left leg, we're going to cross tap to the outside, right side of the carriage towards that handle. Kick the left leg up and back. And again, out to the right side, lowering that right leg slightly. Kick that left leg. Yes, we can. Ribs are drawn in. Sink deeper as we tap. Kick the leg up. Can we go for 3 more? Then we are done. Then you'll be hopping on, I hope, to a lovely cool down that we have on the platform, 5-10 minutes. Whoo, last one. Cross tap. Sweep the leg up. Can we hold? Find that calm. Pulse. Left leg up and up. Find that extra little ceiling height for 3, 2. Hold it up. Left foot down. Lengthen the carriage away a little. Drop the chest. Safely just have a little hang down here. Breath in, breath out, set the knees down, allow the carriage to slowly shut. Wow, what an intro, light and shade, 30 minutes, done and dusted. Cannot wait to see you later on in the program, guys. You smashed it.